On the floor for the visiting Boston Celtics, at power forward, Al Horford. At point guard, Marcus Smart. At center, Robert Williams. At the other guard position, Jaylan Brown. At the other forward position, Jason Tatum. Now, introducing the starters for your Minnesota Timberwolves. At forward, 6'9", number 3, Jaylan McDaniel. Starting at power forward, standing 6'8", number 5, Kyle Anderson. At point, 6 feet 1 inches, number 10, Mark Conley. At 7 feet tall, number 27, Rudy Gobert. At guard, 6'4", wearing the Timberwolves 1, Anthony Edwards.
It's time for the NBA, live on 2K Sports. Tonight, it'll be the Boston Celtics going up against the Minnesota Timberwolves here at their home, Target Center. This is Kevin Harlan courtside with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg, and our reporter tonight on the sideline, David Aldridge. DA, it's all yours.
Hey, Kevin. Now, the Timberwolves last season made the playoffs for just the second time in 18 seasons. All-star Karl Anthony Towns says this team wants to play defense and wants to be great. We're building an identity and culture, and every day we got to work at it and cement it. Kevin, they could finally be onto something.
I hope they are, and I hope he is. He's a terrific all-star. Trending well for sure, Dave. Thanks. And now the opening lineup for Boston. Out on the wings, it's Brown and Tatum. The post tandem, it's Horford and Williams. And it's Smart in at the point. And for the Timberwolves, sliding in at the wing, it'll be Edwards and McDaniel. Rudy Gobert is out there with Anderson. And it's Conley in at the 1. And for tonight, the focus is on playoff positioning. It's an important late regular season game in front of us.
Yeah, it's hard to dismiss the magnitude of these games, Kevin. They're huge. I mean, they can decide home court advantage in the postseason. And, you know, sometimes that's the difference in winning a series, home court advantage.
Here's Tatum. Here's Williams. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
Yeah, hard trying to keep Williams off the boards. He makes it a mission to keep possessions alive.
Here is Edwards. He kicks it to Anderson. Takes the 3. Rebounded by the Celtics. Tough loss coming against the Rockets in the last game they played.
And that was a shocker. Hard to believe that they dropped the ball, so to speak, on that one. And probably a tough pill for them to swallow.
And to lose it like they did, too. Wow, right at the end, man, makes it even tougher to take.
Here's Conley following the basket by Jaylen Brown. Drills the three-pointer.
The corner 3 isn't a go-to yet for Edwards, but he was clearly feeling that shot.
Here's Horford. Again, the Celtics good for 2.
You have to love the unselfishness on display there. Excellent passing.
Down low, here's Anderson, and Anderson slams it in.
Nice read by Edwards there, finding a wide open teammate and sending the ball his way on target.
For Boston, they've gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. It's Brown with the drive.
And despite the size disadvantage, attacking the heart of that defense.
You know what, guys, honestly, I didn't think he'd win that battle. I mean, that's a lot of height to give up.
Here's Edwards. Good work defensively by Horford.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
On the wing. And again, it's Boston converting. Here is Edwards. 32 points for him last game against Atlanta.
Boy, I thought his passing was absolutely fantastic. I mean, really picked apart the defense all game long.
No one near Conley as he lets it go. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. For Boston, they've gone 5 of 6 so far from the field to start out the game.
And many thought Horford's days were over after his OKC stint, but showed he can still be a difference maker in Boston. And boy, was he a huge part of their finals run.
And here's Anderson following Jaylen Brown's three. Williams against Anderson. Over Williams. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot two. It's on Robert Williams.
No, I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
Yeah, if you're going to foul, then make sure that you don't give a chance for the and one.
Horford may not be as consistent as he once was, but Greg, he shows up when you need him the most.
You know, he had several big games for the Celtics in the postseason. Great shooter who can really space the court for you. Still also a top-level defender at the rim, and he helped define their interior defense.
That free throw good from Anderson.
You know, when it comes to the Minnesota Timberwolves, for so long, they've struggled to be competitive. But recently, I think they've started to turn things around. I mean, they've got a nice core. They got a taste of the playoffs recently, and now look to build on that.
Both free throws good from Anderson. And for the Timberwolves, Clark getting the #1 pick in the 2020 draft certainly helped their turnaround.
Yeah, that's rocket fuel. You're trying to move up, and they got a good one, a special one in Anthony Edwards. That guy is going to help them take major strides forward. This is an organization clearly on the rise.
One shot.
And the Celtics making a change here. Williams is checked in. For Minnesota, they've gone 2 of 5 here, making 40% so far to start out the game. Edwards dishes to Anderson. They get a hand on it, and stolen by Horford. Brown outside. Good, and Smart gets the assist. Brown's got 9 points.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
You're exactly right. I mean, everything seems to be dropping. Impressive scoring here.
Edwards can't hit.
No doubt it's been a bit of a struggle for him here in this quarter in terms of scoring.
Here's Tatum. Here he goes. And slam dunk by Tatum.
Nice play, and you can see they're gathering momentum.
And, you know, they need to stay aggressive here. Build the lead up while they've got the chance. Don't waste this opportunity.
Now here is Conley. Turned in an outstanding game against Atlanta. Anderson against Horford. Clock at 6. Anderson's shot is off. Looking at Minnesota, they took the win in their last game against the Hawks in Atlanta.
Yeah, those road games are tricky, but they had a good strategy going in and stuck to what they do best.
Yeah, you know, game balls all around in that one. A terrific team effort. They trusted in their system and executed well to get the win.
Edwards finds Gobert. It's Smart, and it's laid up and in by Conley.
And he's been a terrific point guard in this league for a long time. Mike Conley just knows how to play.
Brown inside the line. Again, the Celtics good for 2.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
No one near Edwards as he lets it fly. Trains the three-pointer. Edwards got a couple of threes now in the first with the Timberwolves. Brown outside. And there's the drive. The rebound by Anderson.
Yeah, you won't see him miss many dunks unless you've got somebody right in his face, as was the case there on that possession.
Drills it from outside. 9 points in the game so far.
And, you know, succeeding in the catch-and-shoot game will really help Edwards set up his drives to the hoop.
Brown. The dive for the ball. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touch by Brown. And so Edwards will bring it up for Minnesota. It's a 5-point game. The three. And again, Minnesota with the triple.
Yeah, great outside shooting, really fueling this run.
A baseline J, and it's Brown that time on the assist from Smart. Brown's got 15.
Wow, unconscious has he been this quarter. They're riding that hot hit.
Conley kicks to Edwards. 11 feet away. Rebound by Williams. Celtics leading by 4. Shot from the wing. A tad short, but it's good off the front iron. Tatum's got his second basket of the game.
He's looking confident right from the opening tip.
Conley the pass to Edwards. Gobert trying to get open. Some solid defense from Brown. Pass to Horford. Over Edwards. And it's Boston with another.
Give them credit. Offensively, they've been the more efficient team.
Well, you know, it's been all high percentage shots for them so far. I mean, just the kind of execution you want in the first half.
Here is Edwards following the basket by Al Horford. Gobert with a screen for Edwards. Good on the triple. 15 points in the game.
12 straight points off of three-pointers, and the D looks sheltered.
And guys, now that they're rolling from out there, the defense has to really get up into them. You've got to almost be in their jerseys to try to deny those looks.
Yeah, but I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones.
Hey, they've got a nice, comfortable lead here, fellas. Might as well keep it simple. Do it a plain, simple one-hander, just like pound cake.
Good, and it's Tatum picking up the assist. And now it's a 9-point Celtic lead.
Boy, he's been a rock of offensive support so far, and when they've needed a basket, they've turned to him.
Timeout called, first of the game for Minnesota.
Ready to move? Here are your Minnesota Timberwolves dancers.
Big group substitution now for Minnesota. Reed, he's checked in for Gobert. Taurean Prince comes in for Kyle Anderson. Rivers, he's checked in for Edwards. And it's Noel in for Mike Conley. And then for Boston, Muscala, he's checked in for Grant Williams. Malcolm Brogdon comes in for Jaylen Brown. And it's wide in for Smart. Timberwolves trail by 9. It's Rivers on the wing. Misses the 3. Outside Tatum. Baseline try, and it's Boston with another.
Defensively, giving up far too many open rhythm looks.
And to battle back, they've got to shore up the defense. I mean, there's no other way to come back from a deficit unless you play good defense.
Another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively here so far. And one place you do not want to sit Malcolm Brogdon is to the line.
Yeah, you know, remember, Greg, back in 2019, he had that 50-40-90 season when he led the league in free throw shooting at over 92%. And his career percentage not far off of that mark.
And the first one at the line is good. For Malcolm Brogdon, he comes from a family, Greg, where education comes first.
And well, Malcolm earning his degree plus a master's while in college. His dad and brother, lawyers. His mom involved in higher education. Brogdon, maybe the smartest guy in the NBA.
That's also good. So he hits both free throws. And the play-in tournament, Greg, is here to stay, but the terminology is somewhat in limbo. Is that going to be part of the playoffs?
You hear people say it's not the playoffs, it's the play-in. Maybe the term postseason should cover both the play-in and the playoffs. Something to think about.
Traps in the tray.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
It's hard for me to watch this. I mean, the defense practically giving them those shots.
I like their focus coming in. Terrific execution so far.
And, you know, it's an all-out effort they've come in with. Very aggressive offense so far.
Prince misses. And here's Tatum. He'll bring it up for Boston. 10-point lead. Here's Horford. And again, it's Boston converting.
And usually teams go on runs, and it comes from a lot of layups and dunks, but not now.
The Timberwolves working the ball around now. Here's Prince to the wing right side. Here's Rivers. From outside, off the mark. Boston leading by 12.
And they also show up in the top 5 assists. A major focus for them, sharing the basketball and really keeping everyone involved.
And with that steals ranking you talked about, Greg, their defense has been a major strength for them. I mean, they cause all sorts of headaches for their opponents. And the first one drops.
You know, he's a big guard who really uses his size well. Brogdon is capable of playing either of the guard spots. He's old school in that way, just a guard who happens to be very versatile.
Brogdon hits them both.
Probably as close to a sure thing as you can have at the free throw line.
Here's Noel. Light covering. And he lays it straight in. Noel's got his second bucket of the night.
And that's a great piece of work to get to the hoop there. Just tore the D to shreds.
And you love seeing that great mobile one drive a second time.
It's all about the ability to get 2 feet in the paint, whether it's creating for a teammate or for yourself.
Oh, and the jam by Tatum.
An athletic forward who dunks it with style. He's showing off his dunking ability right there.
Awesome rewind, courtesy of the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Timberwolves trail by 14. Noel passes to Prince. Here's Noel. 5 points in the game. Rivers in the corner. Prince setting a pick for Rivers. And the rejection by Tatum.
And how about the craftiness from Tatum? He plays smart, quick hands on defense, and able to block the shot. You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
And you know you're going to get those buckets, guys, when you're quick to get out on the break. Get that ball up the court as fast as you can.
Here's Rivers, following the basket by Derek White. Good, that one on target from Noel.
They've given up a lot of three-pointers here today.
And their defensive rotations have been non-existent.
White the pass to Tatum. And rejection by McDaniel. Rivers bounce pass. There's the triple. Boston grabs the miss.
Putting up a goose egg bagel this period. At this point, you have to run the offense through somebody else. I mean, that's your only choice.
Taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the two-hand slam.
Really piling on the lead with a dunk like that.
Here's Noel. White covering to the middle. Here's Reed. How's that for an answer? Right back with the dunk.
Well, that's good work by Prince there, spotting the open man and then putting the ball on target on time, right in the shooting pocket.
Here's Muscala. Oh, and there's the one-handed jam.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA. The lead is what it is right now.
You know, you look at it, the communication is lacking, as is the trust. They can ill afford those types of breakdowns. It won't work. You can't win with those kind of breakdowns.
Reed misses. Boston leading by 15. Now Muscala. He averages a bit over 6 points a game. Score it. His third straight basket in 3 tries. Here's Noel. There's 31 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Here's Reed, and it's sent back by Horford.
Horford doing a nice job that time using his length to get that shot blocked.
Offensive rebound. Tatum. Good for another bucket. He's made half a dozen now. 6 for 8 on the night.
And I like that they're not settling. Getting the ball on the interior. 8 of their last 10 coming that way.
Sometimes you just got to man up and take a tough foul in order to stop these free runs to the rim.
Noel passes to Reed. 1 second left. And the last second attempt does not go in for him. Jaylan Brown has been leading the charge for the Boston Celtics. Going on an absolute rampage, piling in the points. He dictated the pace of the entire quarter. We've got more in store for you right after this. And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And a look at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for Boston.
Oh, man, how about the mid-range jumper from these guys? It's on tonight, a huge part of their offense so far.
In addition to that, they've thrown their weight around inside tonight, too, thumping and bumping in the paint. A lot of their points have come from inside.
Anthony Edwards out there with Anderson. Then it's Conley, and it's Rudy Gobert, and it's Rivers in at the 2. So that's the Timberwolves 5.
Major posterization right there, guys. Defender gave up way too much height. All he could do was try to get out of the picture.
Pritchard gets the bucket.
And they worked the ball around so well tonight for those quality looks from mid-range.
Well, it's interesting. The defense continues to back off, expecting them to attack the rack, but they just continue to pull up and knock down those mid-range jumpers.
And this pumps the whole team up. Conley's shooting ability brings energy and excitement.
Here's Smart. The rebound by Anderson. And it's Anderson with the ball for the Timberwolves. They trail by 16. They get to take on the Bulls at Chicago after this one. It's game one of a 3-game road trip.
Seems to have a knack for hitting guys in their spots. His vision, excellent.
So the Celtics call timeout. They're first.
Let's go, fans. Here come the T-shirts.
A break in the action. Now let's take a look at the East and how the teams are stacking up. You take a look at the Celtics. Right now they've acquired the second best record in the conference.
And I think for Boston, their fans had high hopes for them this season, and they have not let them down. It's been a fantastic campaign thus far, and they really are set up perfectly for a deep run in the playoffs.
It's obvious their eyes have been squarely on the postseason for a while. It'll be fascinating to see if the regular season dominance carries over.
Smart finds Horford. Good, and Smart gets the assist. Smart's got 5 assists in the game.
The muscle, the weight room, the training coming into play right there for Horford. He was just able to work through that contact.
Now here's Edwards. To the left side wing. Anderson wide open, and again Minnesota with the triple.
A total defensive collapse. I mean, no reason to allow him that kind of space from behind the arc.
Here's Hauser. And it's Rivers with the rebound.
I tell you what, the defense should send Christmas cards for that miss.
That's him, and the Celtic lead is cut down now to just 11 on the bucket from Conley.
And how about that move? Pat Conley adjusting around the contact to get the finish.
Here's Smart. It's good, only a few seconds into the shot clock.
And that set them apart today, guys. Their success with the mid-range.
Simply taking advantage of what the defense has given them, and they've really made the most of it.
Now here's Rivers. He's averaging a bit over 5 points a game. Good on the three-point shot.
Defensively, there was a lack of aggressiveness, and it really made it easy for him to knock that shot down.
Nice shot by Smart. Smart's got 4 points in the quarter.
For a guy who's still working on his range, love to see Smart attacking on the interior.
Conley left side. The 10-footer. Williams with the block. We're just over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Count it. And the Celtics lead by 14.
This is great to see. Williams shooting with confidence, wanting to add to his game.
Now here's Edwards. 15 points in the game. Outside Conley. Shot clock at 6. To the inside. Out to Edwards. And good, as it just snugs right down through the net.
Boy, tonight just gives you a picture of the potential of Edwards. I mean, this guy is an electrifying scoring guard.
Checking in for the Celtics, Grant Williams. Jaylan Brown.
Smart against Rivers. Here's Gobert. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Third personal foul.
And different
First
games,
team foul.
different officials. Something that might be called a foul in one game, Greg, may not be called in the next. As a player, how do you adjust to that?
It's a great question, and that's part of being a veteran. I learned early on, you actually scout officials the same way you scout the players. They have tendencies as well.
Timeout call, the Celtics.
Make some noise.
And how about we check the numbers for Jaylan Brown?
Avenue Breakers.
A free throw drops for Gobert.
An improved free throw shooter compared to his earlier seasons. Nice to see Gobert attack his weakness.
And Gobert drops them both. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Smart passes to Williams. There's the drive. And it's slammed in by Williams.
You know that 7'5" wingspan, the great hops, that's been there. But Williams' ability to put the ball on the floor and create for himself, that's something new.
Now here's Conley. 7 points in the game. Gets it down to single digits. Edwards got 20.
This is the game plan for him. He's a big part of their floor spacing.
And you know what? It's all about the long distance game for him tonight. He's getting it done from out there.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
Here's Conley. Looking at his point production, he averages almost 11 points a game.
And what a smart player Conley is. Able to analyze defenses and pick and rolls and make the right read. And for years, Mike Conley had an interesting title. The best player to never make an all-star game. That changed in 2021 when Conley was named an all-star.
Here's Conley following the three-pointer by Boston. The pass to Gobert. And stolen by Williams. And pushing it up, here's Boston. And it's good off the back rim and in. Smart's got 6 here in this quarter. Timberwolves trail by 14. For Mike Conley, year 13 was lucky for him, going to that first All-Star game.
And that was the longest wait ever to become an All-Star. Conley, 33 at the time of that first selection, just shows you the work ethic of Mike, always trying to improve.
Terrific accuracy on that pass. That's how you lead your teammate.
Pritchard gets the bucket.
Really starting to find himself now, guys, after getting shut out in the first quarter.
And so it's Conley bringing up the ball for the Minnesota Timberwolves. Inside. He can't get it to go. And it's Boston the other way. Earlier in the game, they had a 19-point lead.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Yeah, rebounding has been a big key in this week. They've asserted their will and have taken control on the glass.
Now here is Conley. Marcus Smart missing that last shot. Rivers can't get it to go.
And not a night he's going to want to remember, just not really able to score the basketball.
And slam dunk by Smart.
Lighter off the floor now. Smart got into better nutrition, got into better shape, and it's paying dividends.
Now here is Conley. He's got 10. And it's in off the backboard. Conley's got 12 in the game.
I tell you what, guys, there's not much more he can do. I mean, he's been on fire, yet they still trail in this game.
Williams gets the bucket.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
Edwards with it. He's got 20. Knocked loose. And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. He'll have a jump ball. Bounce pass, Conley. The tray. That's good from Edwards on the assist from Conley. Conley's got his 3rd assist on the night. Celtics leading by 13. Here's Smart. And again, Boston with the triple.
Guys, this has been an incredible performance this quarter. I mean, he's getting the ball where he likes it and wants it and just going to work.
And the Timberwolves call time here.
Your Timberwolves defense team.
Big group substitution now for Minnesota. Naz Reid, he's checked in for Gobert. Taurean Prince comes in for Anderson. McDaniels, he's checked in for Edwards. And it's Noel in for Rivers. Then for the Celtics, Muscala, he's checked in for Robert Williams. Tatum comes in for Marcus Smart. And Derek White subbed in for Pritchard. Timberwolves trail by 16. Conley up top. White covering. Conley kicks to McDaniel. And a miss there on the triple. Boston's gotten it going from downtown in the second quarter. They're 3 of 3 on three-pointers. Here's White. Rebound, Minnesota.
Well, you've got to be there defensively. I mean, that's an easy mid-range jumper that he'll typically drain.
Conley for 3. And Tatum pulls it down. Tatum's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. And so it looks like the Celtics will retain possession here. Celtics leading by 16. Oh, and the jam by Tatum.
Very capable as a point guard is Derek White, showing off his playmaking skills there.
The Timberwolves shooting 53% from the floor. They're locked in. Conley feeling it out. Pass to McDaniels. Just 5 on the clock. Rebound by Muscala. And here's White. He'll bring it up for Boston. Williams passes to Brown. Unable to get that one. So Minnesota will take it the other way. And here is Conley. He's got 12. Pass to Reed. Back to McDaniel. And finished up by McDaniel.
Okay, 2 hands for safety. That's what they say, right?
That's right. He was ultra safe with that dunk, no question.
And he should be. I mean, remove all doubt. Get it down hard and simple.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flames.
Yeah, I love the fact he doesn't play the score. He just keeps coming, attack mode. He doesn't know how to step off the gas pedal.
And here is Conley. After Jason Tatum getting his shot to go from deep over Williams. 6 for 10 with that shot going in. It's a good game for a lot of guys.
Their field goal percentage above 50 now. Their offense is starting to show.
And, you know, that's a really good sign. I mean, they stumbled out of the gate, but they're starting to look a little better now and regaining some ground.
Now, here's McDaniels. After the miss from Derek White. Outside Conley. Pass to Noel. That 3 off the mark. Boston leading by 17 to the paint. Here's Brown. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed.
Assisted by.
And that's now 24 points for Jaylan Brown. Minnesota calls timeout.
Well, it's been an express lane to the rim. Coach can't be happy about that.
And, you know, I think he's going to tell them simply, we have to show more fight on the interior. That's the top priority right now.
Who wants a t-shirt out there? Let me hear you.
And he's checked in for Boston. A moment now to look at the year-to-year scoring output and how it has been trending for Mike Conley.
And maybe it's shocking, maybe not too shocking, but the scoring trend over the last few years has been going down a bit. I'm sure it's something he's well aware of, and we'll see if that continues to be the case.
Here's Reed. He's a good contributor to his team, averaging about 10.5 points a game. Conley against White. Conley's shot is off. Celtics leading by 19 points. Brown inside, working on McDaniels, and it's Brown missing.
And one thing I liked in the first quarter was their aggressiveness to draw the contact, putting the defense on the defensive.
Yeah, exactly. And I think they need to continue to press that advantage. They've got to get back to that. Don't go away from that. It's been working so well for them. Stay with it.
Knocks down the three ball. Prince has got 5 points so far.
You know, when he was coming out of college, this is exactly what scouts thought Prince would be. A strong 3-and-D wing who plays with a lot of effort.
Muscala gets the bucket.
The real come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
Now here is Conley. He's got 14 to the inside. Reed. That's in there. Conley with the assist.
A veteran floor general who consistently makes good reads. Conley's teammates trust him in the pick and roll.
Here's Muscala, and another basket for Boston.
And even with the big lead, he remains focused on the task at hand.
Yeah, and you know, that is some shaky and shoddy defensive work. They got to tighten it up.
They grab their own miss. Here's Reed. Lays it up and banks it in. Reed's got 4 this quarter.
That kind of energy and hustle on the glass usually produces good results.
Tatum, that's for 2. He clangs that one off the back iron, and down it falls. And the Celtics lead by 19. The Timberwolves shooting has been terrific, 54% on the game. Down low, here's Reed, and he caught that pass in full stride on his way to the big slam.
And you know, Conley developed great vision in terms of the floor, and that allows him to spot an open teammate. Straight rim rocker.
It looked like it, Greg, for a second, like he might rip the cylinder loose.
Now that is some real industrial size strength right there.
It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Out left to the wing. Here's McDaniels. And another 3 for Minnesota.
Really crisp, intelligent passing to make that basket possible.
And here's Tatum. He'll bring it up for Boston. Earlier in the game, they had a 19-point lead. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Brown is a guy who is hunting contact. Defenders have to be more cautious around him when they're defending.
For Boston, Jaylan Brown, taking 2 shots.
That free throw good from Brown.
And the vertical that Brown has is quite impressive. As relentless a finisher that you'll find in this league.
And he makes both free throws. 17 seconds left in the second quarter. White against Conley. Here's Noel. That's in there. Conley with the assist. Conley's got his 8th assist here tonight.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Muscala gets the bucket.
Textbook. Nice pass. Great catch. Even better finish.
Here's Reed. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
And this guy, to me, embodies determination. Small at his position, but he still gets up and keeps plays alive. That's mind over matter for sure.
And so a pretty lopsided game through the first half. Celtics lead by 16. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks, guys. Here with Jason Tatum. You have been rolling early. How did you get in that rhythm?
Just staying aggressive. Just continue to get in the gym and see something go in. It feels good to see him go in early, and it feels good to have us have a good start. Hopefully we keep it up.
Yeah, it was flowing great in that first half, Jay. Thanks very much. Back to you guys.
All right, thank you, David. Folks, don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of quarter number 3.
Thanks for tuning in. Welcome. A clinic in execution so far, as it's been a dominant showing for the Boston Celtics.
Tremendous job finding the big dudes and letting them work. Great physicality, and it ain't all about the 3 ball, is it, big fella?
Nope, elbows are on the way.
And now, let's take a second here to look at what's ahead on the schedule.
This string of games, it looks like there's some gimmies, but this is the NBA. You overlook a team, and you end up getting waxed. Obviously, coach is preaching that up and down. Sometimes guys just don't want to listen.
And that is it for halftime, folks. It is back to Kevin Harlan and the crew for the second half.
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. It's been a clinic out there by Jaylan Brown.
And how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column through 2 quarters? He has been terrific.
And you know what? They've come at him a few different ways defensively, and nothing has slowed him down.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it has been a runaway. On the floor for Boston. Up at the forward spots, it's Tatum and Horford. Smart in the backcourt with Brown to his side. And it's Williams at the 5. Celtics leading by 16. Horford dishes to Williams. 18 feet out. Nice jump shot. Good. Smart's got the first points to start out the 3rd quarter for Boston. Right wing. Conley for 3. Shot number 12 goes in. He's made 7 of 12 now.
And the mechanics of Conley's shot are rock solid, allowing him to take a shot with no hesitation.
Now here's Brown. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
And that's exactly what you want to start the second half. Smart play call.
Yeah, they want to get the half off to a quick start, and they know who to go to.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
And with an 86% free throw average, you can count on him to come through on most trips.
You know, he's been one of those players, they've won it on the line as much as possible this season, especially in close games, guys.
Timberwolves trail by 18. Conley, the pass to Gobert. And a minute played as the second half gets going. Good work defensively by Horford. And so Horford will bring it up for the Celtics. Here's Tatum. The shot's good on the assist by Horford. Tatum's got 5 points now in the quarter.
So far, so good to begin this half. They're 3 for 3. Perfect.
Over in the corner, McDaniels fires for 3. The rebound by the Celtics. Williams has got rebound number 5 here tonight. Here's Brown. And then jammed down as he goes right over Rudy Gobert.
Brown with that amazing athleticism, putting on a show out there with jams like that.
On our AT&T 5G Slam Cam, you just saw an explosive highlight. Now here is Conley. 17 points in the game. Now McDaniels. Gobert the pass to Conley. Here is Edwards, and they get it. The Timberwolves again can't hit.
Yeah, the offense scuffling a bit to start this second half. Only 1 for the first 5.
And you look at Anthony Edwards, and GA, he is becoming the leader of this Timberwolves team, isn't he?
I think he is. I mean, partly it's his production with his numbers up across the board, but it's also his personality. He plays with tremendous swagger.
And finished off by Anderson.
Unselfish. As somebody who already draws a lot of defensive attention, Edwards has to be willing to make that next pass.
And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
And Jaylen Brown is such a force on the offensive end. Hard to keep that guy out of the paint. Terrific finisher at the rim.
At the line,
Maybe the only weakness for Brown is his handle on the ball.
And it's something that he's worked on every offseason. Still, though, susceptible to turnovers while dribbling. That's one of the very few weaknesses in his game.
That free throw good from Brown. Austin Rivers, he's checked in for Mike Conley. And Brown drops them both. Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. Minnesota's gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. Rivers passes to Edwards. And Edwards with the stop.
And we all know how explosive Edwards can be, reminding us there with that thunderous slam.
Celtics leading by 22. Here's Brown. Gobert with the defensive effort.
You know, I think the effort on defense there has everything to do with why he missed that shot. Well done.
Edwards looking it over. To the middle, looking for Gobert. He gets it there, and it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Williams. And the Timberwolves call time.
That was the First Avenue Breaker.
And who doesn't love stats? Here are some numbers for Jason Tatum. He's averaging 30 points, 9 rebounds, and 4 assists. And always nice to have a guy like him who can really defend at a high level coming off the bench.
You know, when you can sub in a lockdown defender, that's a major plus.
Four on the clock. A nice shot by Rivers.
And how about the recognition by Gobert? I mean, of course, it does help when you're 7 feet like Rudy. It can give you a clean view of the court.
Tatum finds Horford. Wide open. And good. And it takes a nice bounce off the right iron and down. Horford's got 4 points this quarter. Anderson outside. Rivers in the corner. Launches a 3. Rebound by Williams. Williams has got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. And Tatum the bucket on the assist by Williams. Tatum's got 26 points.
You got to do a lot more than that to stop Tatum. I mean, he's just too skilled and crafty and strong on these takes.
Rivers gets a wide open look. Sinks the three-pointer.
And they've got to talk to each other on D. Their miscommunication, and now he's able to make a pay.
Here's Brown. Gets a hand on it, and Williams is right there. Williams has got 10 points in the game.
Oh, smooth. Guys, very good job getting himself in close enough that he could just tip it back in.
Well said. Those kind of plays in the offensive glass can tell the story sometimes, can't they?
Yes, they can. They can't allow him to beat them to too many more of those.
Here's Gobert. And Tatum pulls it down. Tatum's got rebound number 8 now on the night. 13 feet away. And another basket for Boston.
Impeccable mechanics this quarter. He's been perfect from the field.
For Minnesota, they've gone just a bit under 50% from the field since halftime. 5 out of 11. To the right side. Fires the 3. The shot by McDaniels, no good. And it's Smart with the ball for the Boston Celtics. Brown, good. Brown's got 34 points.
He's certainly been their go-to guy when it matters most. He's trying to close this one out.
Down low, here's Gobert, and finished off by Gobert.
And no issues at the rim for Gobert. One of the league leaders in flushes. The Frenchman loves to finish above the rim. And I love the way he uses his size there to make sure he gets that board.
Outside Edwards. The pass to Rivers. Here's Gobert. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. That one on Horford.
And if he gets looks that cleanly, Gobert becomes unstoppable. He makes good use of his body and just wills himself to a foul.
And a chance for just a second to check out the scoring breakdown for the Celtics.
They're still slashing and attacking the rim, and the defense yet to make the adjustment and keep the ball in front.
The shooting's been great, but also how about the energy level? That's what's impressed me the most. They've been getting it up and down in transition, and that takes effort.
Now a timeout called by Boston.
Time to get up and make some noise for the Minnesota Timberwolves dancer.
Noel, he's checked in for Minnesota. And then for Boston, Hauser's checked in, and it's Pritchard in for Jaylen Brown. The first one falls. And Gobert drops them both. Celtics leading by 23. Here's Hauser. And again, it's Boston converting. Here's Noel. He's got 10. Over in the corner, Edwards. Drains it from beyond the arc. Edwards got 28.
Well, you certainly can't fault him as the reason they're behind. He's been on target and on top of his game.
And since being the first pick of the 2020 draft, Anthony Edwards has not disappointed.
I'll tell you something, partner. The Timberwolves got that one right. Did they ever? I mean, we knew about his nuclear athleticism, but the leadership, the work ethic, the ability to impact winning also have been evident. This is a multi-time All-Star going forward.
Here's Williams. Good, and Smart gets the assist. Smart's got 9 assists in the game. Great passer.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth physical basketball, guys.
Now here's Edwards. And he has 28 points for the game. Too long in the paint, but he's hit with a 3-second violation. This is his 3rd trip to the free throw line.
An okay season at the free throw line for him so far, sitting right around 76%.
And boy, I tell you what, he's really coming to his own this year. I mean, that is an enormous step up from what he shot at the line last season.
And so he hits the technical free throw. Minnesota making some changes. Reed comes in for Rudy Gobert, and it's Prince in for Edwards. Here's Noel. He's got 10. Good on the bucket. Reeves got 12.
Boy, you've got to appreciate the passing there. Results in a great look.
Smart against Rivers. Smart misses. Timberwolves trail by 21. Kicks to Anderson. Pass to Reed. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
First personal foul. Second team foul.
For Minnesota, they have been a perfect 8 of 8 at the line.
Really, they haven't been able to differentiate themselves from the free throw line on the season at about 76%.
Guys, their free throw shooting has slipped a bit since last year, but not really to the point where they should be overly concerned about it.
And that one falls for Reed.
This is as good as it gets from the charity stripe here in the second.
Yeah, you know what? And I think they've just got to keep on keeping on. Keep drawing contact, attacking, getting to the line. That will certainly give them a chance to get back into the game.
Both free throws good from Reed. So it's Boston now. 19-point game. Here's the 3. And again, Boston with the triple.
That's a layup for him. He's just too open.
Minnesota's gone 3 of 7 from three-point range here in quarter number 3. Anderson kicks to Prince. Fires it up. And he nails the jumper. 7 points in the game.
Boy, just a nice quick decision that time in the screen and roll by Prince. I like that decisiveness there.
Here's Horford. And the 3 off target. And out of bounds as the Timberwolves gain possession.
And they've made a living off of their opponent's mistakes. Top 10 in the league in terms of points off turnovers.
And with that steals ranking you talked about, Greg, their defense has been a major strength for them. I mean, they cause all sorts of headaches for their opponents. Here's Noel. He's got 10. Passes it to Reed. Williams with the block.
The reach of Williams is outstanding. He uses it to perfection to deny shooters.
And we got to take a second look to admire that outstanding block.
An emphatic rejection that was. Boy, you got to appreciate that kind of forceful in-your-face defense.
Six to shoot. Here's Noel. No good with the triple. And Horford will bring it up for the Boston Celtics. Off with the layup.
You can see he just rushed that a little bit. Lost the focus, I think.
Here's Noel. Anderson passes to Reed. Back to Anderson. Rebound, Boston. Now, here's Horford. 12 points for him. Here's Hauser. And that one off the back of the rim and in. Hauser's got his second basket of the night. Minnesota shooting 48% from the field as a team in this third quarter. Pass to Reed. Prince outside. Reed misses. Boston leading by 22. Out of bounds. Minnesota takes possession. And now let's take a look at the teams leading the league in assists since the All-Star break. Fifth, the Timberwolves.
Clearly, this group's on the same page offensively, and the chemistry continues to improve as well. The assist totals off the charts.
Anderson outside. Now the pass to Noel. From past the arc. It falls for his 5th field goal of the night. Now shooting 5 for 8.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
Boy, it's been a three-point barrage. They came out gunning and have not stopped.
Time called here. The Celtics decide to talk it over.
Attention fans, it's time to buy off some t-shirts.
Timberwolves making a change here. Conley's checked in. And then for Boston. Grant Williams is checked in for Horford. Malcolm Brogdon comes in for Smart. And Derek White subbed in for Pritchard. Boston leading by 19 points. Pass to Williams. Oh, and the jam by Williams.
Yeah, you know what? He's a skilled passer, so if you leave people open around Brogdon, he'll make you wish you didn't.
Minnesota's gone downtown a lot since halftime. They've missed 5 of their 9 attempts out there. It's Rivers on the wing. Outside Conley. Passes it to Reed. Launches it. Can't hit that one. Now the Celtics take it the other way. Here's White. And good. Coming on the assist by Brogdon. White's got 5 now.
2 minutes.
White that time, feeling the separation, was able to shoot that shot with rhythm.
And it's Conley penetrating for 3. Rebound by Williams.
Well, he wanted to return the favor there for that last 3, but it just wasn't in the cards.
Shoots over Reed. Williams' shot is off.
The shot's there for him, and he's got to take it. I don't care if he doesn't convert. That's a shot he has to continue to take.
The Timberwolves again can't hit.
Nothing seems to be going his way this quarter.
To me, it appears he's starting to lose his composure a little bit. We'll see if he can regroup and get back into a better rhythm.
Rivers passes to Anderson. Here's Noel. He's guarded by Brogdon. Good. That one on target from Noel.
Major dominance, and it comes so easily for him. Fantastic at getting to his spots on the floor.
White trying to get open. And it's good. 2 points.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
You know, he should be getting extra attention from the defense, not less.
Now here's Conley. 17 points in the game. This one for 3. Doesn't get it to drop for him. Boston's gone 2 of 3 when they ventured outside the arc in the 3rd quarter. Brogdon. And he buries that one, drilling the rim on the way down. 6 points for him.
Boy, Brogdon's such an efficient shooter. Not any wasted motion at all. He can create a good look in just about any situation.
And he's good on the 3-ball.
And with that 3, his second of the half, he's equaled his total from before the break.
5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. White down low, over by Conley. The layup off target. Timberwolves shooting in the second half so far about 45%. From the arc, bangs home the trifecta. Conley's got 20.
I'm impressed with Conley's scoring ability here. He's an alert guard who understands how to attack the defense.
And so it's Boston controlling the game and finishing the quarter with a 20-point lead. From the field, they have been outstanding, amazing shooting. That's what has them headed to a blowout. We'll return shortly. And let's take now this moment to bring up our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Yeah, and with the accuracy to go along with that vision. I mean, he put the ball in the absolute perfect spot. That's how you orchestrate it.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. Sliding in at the wing, it'll be Edwards and McDaniel. Anderson is out there with Gobert. And it's Noel in at the point guard position. So that's the lineup for Minnesota. And it's Anderson with the ball for Minnesota. The dish now to Gobert. Anderson outside. And Gobert kicks to Anderson. Gobert trying to get open. And it's Anderson that time on the assist by Gobert.
Kyle Anderson.
Gobert's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. Here's Williams. The rebound by Anderson. Timberwolves trail by 19. Over in the corner, McDaniels. Offensive rebound. Nice shot by Gobert.
He knows his job. Gobert is there to own the glass and cash in on as many second chance opportunities as he can.
It's good.
Jaylan
Brown's got 36.
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher, and coach knows it.
Showing no signs of slowing or cooling down. They're going to ride him as far as he can take him.
Now here's Anderson. He dishes it to Gobert, and it's out of bounds. The Celtics will take it the other way. Some changes for Boston. Now Horford's checked in for Williams, and Marcus Smart is subbed in for Derek White. We've gone about a minute and a half into the 4th quarter. Here's Tatum, and good. Coming on the assist by Brogdon. Brogdon's got assist number 7 for him tonight. The Timberwolves have gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the 4th quarter started. Anderson with the ball. And Clark, Commissioner Silver noted recently, as the league moves to a more selective viewing experience, load management could hurt revenues even further.
Yeah, you know, when more fans can pay to watch individual games, it's a bit of an a la carte system. I think you need that star power every night. And even beyond that, Kevin, I think players, all players, but particularly the star players, have a responsibility to try to show up for work every single night. And that really should be the mindset. I think it goes beyond revenue. I think it's just a matter of principle. You have a job, you should be looking to perform every time you have the opportunity. I understand rest, but I think rest should probably be confined to practice, not the game. All credit to Brogdon there. Very good concentration, even with the defense on him.
Has to Gobert to the paint. Here's Edwards. Takes the assist and lays it in. Pick out the pass nicely. Edwards got 30 points. The baseline J. A nice shot by Tatum.
Jason Tatum has so many different ways he can score, showing us a little solo spurt ability right there.
And here's Edwards from the arc. Sinks the triple. Edwards got 33 points.
I tell you what a good thing that he showed up today, because without him, this thing would already be over.
Here's Smart, and blocked the ball with his palm. What a defensive play. Here's Noel, guarded by Smart. Edwards passes to Noel. Offline with his 3. Celtics leading by 18. Outside Tatum. Wants to get it to Smart and does. Good, and it's Tatum picking up the assist. Tatum's got his 5th assist in this one. And a little over 3.5 minutes in the books so far here in the 4th. Gobert with a screen on Tatum. And the rejection by Tatum. Smart goes in. The shot's good.
And this is where Smart's at his best, being aggressive, going towards the rim.
And Marcus Smart, GA, the very definition of a guy you love on your team, but hate to play against.
Yeah, and teams that go deep need that sort of presence. Smart is more than just an agitator, though. Great player who anyone would want to play alongside.
The Timberwolves making a switch here. Conley's checked in.
Impeccable from the line since halftime.
No misses yet. You can't do much better than that, guys.
Greg, we're seeing more fines recently for the language that players use with the media. Is that a concern?
I don't think it should be a concern, and I'm not kidding. The league's going to have standards of decorum. You're on TV. You got to keep it together. However, I think that as a society, we're a little more tolerant of certain words that are used in public.
Now Williams, following the miss by Michael Conley from deep. A shot by Williams, no good.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Now here's Conley. From 11 feet away, he squares up and sinks it. Conley's got 22 points.
And he can hurt you at all three levels. Mid-range, in the paint, or deep. Conley can spark this offense.
Drills the three-pointer.
A good look there, and he didn't waste it. His second three of the game.
And so Edwards will bring it up for the Minnesota Timberwolves. Outside Conley. Puts it up from 12. Another miss by Conley. Boston's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. Horford finds Brown. Lets the three fly. The rebound by the Timberwolves.
He had a couple in the first, but so far he's been unable to get uncorked here.
Edwards passes to Anderson and finished off by Anderson.
And, you know, we can't measure heart. I mean, he's not as big as the other power forwards, but his jumping ability and mindset is incredible.
Minnesota's gone 2 of 5 on three-point shots since the end of the third quarter. And there's the pass to McDaniels. Back to Conley. Lets it go from deep. Boston grabs the miss. Tatum's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Now a timeout called by Boston.
And please give a big round of applause for the Bucks. Your Timberwolves defense team.
And now let's present our New Balance Player of the Game, Jason Tatum.
You know, from the jump, he was on a mission. You could see it. It was clear. Going after hoops, no matter what the defense tried, they had a tough time stopping him. I think he could have predicted early on we'd be talking about him right here and right now. That's how good he's been.
Coming into this game, he'd been having a tough stretch. We all know that, but not anymore. He's back at his best, and I think it's safe to say that slump is over. On the wing, Brown. Edwards defending. And there's Brown. That's good on the assist by Tatum. Tatum's got 6 assists now in the game.
I like the confidence and the assurance that Brown is taking these shots with. I mean, his mid-range game is actually on point.
Now, here's McDaniels. Anderson trying to free himself up. A shot by McDaniels, no good. Brown outside. Up again, and Williams is right there. Williams has got 10 points in just the second half.
Yeah, he is a budding prospect. I like whenever Williams shows that determination on offense, and it looks like he wants to just take over.
Smart against Conley. Now here's Edwards. Tight defense on him. And it's Michael Conley with the 3. Conley's got 25 points in the game.
He's showing no signs of letting up here.
Brown. Good, and it's Tatum picking up the assist.
The defense has just been unable to slow him down. Wow, what a game.
Minnesota's gone beyond the arc 7 times here in the 4th and been successful 3 times. Outside Conley. Gobert with a screen for Conley. At the elbow, it's Gobert. And finished off by Gobert.
And all of that size rolling there after that screen. Gobert moves now with such confidence when in the pick and roll.
And then Brown with the dunk.
So good at getting to his spots and then cashing in, making the game look easy.
Pass to McDaniels. And in today's NBA, there are more and more female coaches than ever before. And, Clark, that extends to the front office, too.
Kevin, I think it's a trend that'll continue. I mean, the NBA and society realizing that diversity in all of its forms is a real strength. And the growth of the women's game producing some outstanding coaching and front office candidates.
And it's out of bounds. So they say it was last touch by Brown. Reed, he's checked in for Minnesota. Taurean Prince comes in for McDaniels. Minnesota with the ball. And here is Conley. Edwards inside. He's covered by Muscala. Shoots. And some very quick points for him on that possession.
Not the best of shot selection there, but you know what? You do not look a gift horse in the mouth.
And so it's Conley bringing up the ball for the Timberwolves. Passes it to Edwards. Back to Conley. To the inside. Here's Reed. And that one falls coming off Conley's feet.
Good, solid execution inside. That's exactly the look you want.
Corner shot. A rebound by the Timberwolves. Reed's got 5 rebounds tonight. Inside, here's Anderson. A shot that time, not on target. Now Boston takes it the other way. Down low. Tatum, that's for 2. The rebound by Anderson. Anderson's got 7 rebounds in the game. Outside Conley. Anderson finds Edwards. No good from outside. Boston's gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the 4th quarter. Tatum passes to Muscala. An easy 2 points on the layup.
And when you get this kind of shooting from him, 100% from the field, they're going to be tough to beat.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure. And that assist got him a nod from his teammate after that one.
Boston dictating the flow. Here's Pritchard. Reed with the rebound. Reeves got his 6th rebound on the night. And the NBA last season announced the creation of 6 new trophies for the division winners and named them after 6 pioneering players.
Kevin, anytime you can connect the past, the legacy of the league to the present in meaningful ways, I think that's a winning situation. I mean, greats like Wayne Embry, Sam Jones, Willis Reed, who paved the way for generations of black players. I mean, I think it's a great move to recognize them and continue to realize the importance they played in helping to build the foundation on which the league stands now.
Out of bounds, Boston takes possession. Boston dictating the flow. There's 1:54 left in the game.
I wouldn't say that's exactly his spot now. I mean, and you can see why.
Prince kicks to Conley. Here's Anderson, and Anderson slams it in.
Conley's got a great set of skills as a passer. He might not always make the flashy pass, but he will make the smart one.
Now, here's Brogdon. The rebound by Prince. With the floater. And Boston with the rebound.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest. Just a total obliteration, if you will. And you can safely say mission accomplished now
for the Celtics.
As one-sided as it gets today, you know, there were some dominant moments in about every facet of this game for that team.
Yeah, I mean, Kevin, it's hard to think of what didn't go right for them. Game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was just on target.
And the effort here tonight, adding to the W column for the season, it'll go down as their 48th win.
And playing this team only twice on the year, yet you have to feel good about their strategy and execution. Tonight they complete the season series sweep against Minnesota.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for Jason Tatum.
I'll tell you what, this guy worked his behind off on both ends of the floor. He was really an intimidating presence out there.
Timeout called, the Celtics. They lead by 25. 46 seconds left in the fourth quarter. McDaniels is checked in for Anderson.
Jaylan McDaniels.
And they are really racking up the assists in this one.
And their team chemistry is evident. These guys enjoy playing with one another.
Now, here's McDaniels. He gets it in there. 32 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Here's Pritchard. A three-pointer, no good. And Minnesota has possession. Now Conley. Pass to Noel. The pass to McDaniels. 5 to shoot. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. Fades away. No good there.
That is prototype rebounding right there. He gets the position down low, boxes out, and then corrals.
And so it's Boston easily grabbing this one. This one was over well before the final buzzer. The fans were waiting for something to get excited about, Greg, but they never got it.
They sure didn't. I mean, they just rolled to this win. They made it look really easy. What an efficient performance at both ends.
And we've got David Aldridge standing by on our sideline with the player of the game. David, it's all yours.
Thanks very much, Jason. It was a struggle last time out, but tonight you were back on track. What was the difference?
You got to have a short-term memory. Sometimes shots just go in, but you always got to be aggressive and just make the right play.
You're like a cornerback in basketball. That's weird, but it got you a win tonight, man. Congrats. Back to you.
David, thank you as always. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. So long.